From the WYLN studios in Hazleton and all over northeastern Pennsylvania, this is WYLN News.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. Police in Wilkes-Barre are looking for the suspect that robbed a Turkey Hill at knife point early Tuesday morning. According to the cashier, the person walked in just after 4 this morning with his face covered. The suspect then showed a knife and demanded cash and Newport 100 cigarettes. The police say they did not specify how much money the suspect allegedly got away with. There were no injuries reported. The suspect, described as a white male, last seen wearing a green shirt, blue jeans, red gloves, and white sneakers. A Freeland man was arrested last Thursday and charged with sexually assaulting an underage girl. 57-year-old Clyde Solt allegedly began to molest the victim in 2012. According to arrest papers, Solt contacted a therapist and said that he needed help because he had a tendency to touch a minor. Both he and the victim were interviewed by Freeland Police and Luzerne County Children and Youth Services. He now faces numerous charges, including statutory sexual assault, among others. He was arraigned before Magisterial District Judge Joseph Zola and taken to prison for lack of $250,000 bail. WYLN has been fielding phone calls throughout the day about a report that the Schuylkill Mall is closing. The report states that the mall tenants were called to a meeting this morning where ownership said the tenants must be out within 60 to 90 days. An official closing date for the mall is not announced. According to the report, WYLN reached out to North Point for a comment, and as of airtime, we did not hear back from them. WYLN will continue to follow the story and bring you the latest as we get it. Fire crews in Hazleton called out to a carbon monoxide incident on Seibert Street. It happened just after 11 this morning. Crews found high levels of CO in the home at 770 and 772 Seibert. Deputy Fire Chief Sean Jones said both homes had coal stokers. Three adults and 2 young children were taken to Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton, for treatment, being in the home with the high CO. Crews were on location for about an hour, clearing the colorless and odorless gas from the home. Another zoning hearing meeting was held Monday night in Sugarloaf Township concerning a new asphalt plant. During Monday night's meeting, the board heard testimony from witnesses who said the plant proposed would impact the environment, traffic, and properties. The plant is being built by Glyn O. Hawbacker out of State College. A large group of residents have spoken out against the plant from the very beginning. There's no word when officials will make a decision on if that plant can be built in Sugarloaf Township. Supervisors in Hazel Township plan on applying for a state grant that would be used to revitalize Community Park. Funding from the State Department of Community and Economic Development would be used to build a pavilion and for bridge improvements. The township has applied for the grant for the last 2 years, but was denied. Supervisors are hoping to apply for $165,000 this year. They voted Monday to authorize Chairman Jim Montone to sign paperwork for the DCED grant. Hazleton City Police will be taking part in the National Seatbelt Enforcement Program, Click It or Ticket. We spoke with Police Chief Jerry Speziale about the program.
The Hazleton Police Department from May 15th to June 4th from 9 p.m. to 4 a.m. will have roving patrols and stationary points where they will participate with National Traffic Safety and PennDOT in the Click It or Ticket campaign. The reason that this is important is obviously there are so many deaths by people that don't utilize seatbelts. It will be required for people that are the ages from 4 to 8 to be in a booster seat. Those that are under the age of 2 years old will have to be in a seat that is rear facing, and those that are 8 to 18 years old need to be in a seatbelt. So that's really what this is all about. It's all about safety. It's all about making sure that we preserve people's lives that are out there driving on the highways and on our roadways.
According to PennDOT data, there were 13,534 unrestrained crashes that resulted in 413 fatalities in 2015. The chief says all the funding for the program came from a grant.
Federally, through a grant, through traffic safety and through PennDOT, so that officers can participate in this and be out there with the roving patrols and with the stationary patrols. And it enables us to do our normal duties of service, and it also puts extra police officers on the street to make sure that there's a safe driving component out there.
Over 315 Pennsylvania municipal agencies will take part in the program. For more information on seatbelt safety, you can visit penndot.gov/safety. Coming up on WYLN News, Penn State's coaches caravan rolled into Hazleton today. We were there and spoke with the coaches. But first, as we head out to break, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast from the WYLN Weather Center. Remember, you can get all your weather information at WYLNTV.com. We'll be right back.
Whether you're a homeowner renovating your first kitchen or a professional contractor remodeling your 100th kitchen, we're here to work with you every step of the way. We feature Homecrest and Omega cabinets, bathrooms and entertainment cabinets, along with solid surface countertops for Mica and Wilson Art products. We offer affordable installation. All this and more at Morris Kitchens LLC. Appointments welcome. Call 570-825-6956.
Are you looking to light up your business? Then you need to visit Shadler Yesco Distribution Incorporated. They're the premier electrical distributor in Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Poconos, and Hazleton, specializing in extensive electrical lighting, automation, and datacom inventory to meet your contractor, commercial, or industrial needs. Don't go with a national company. Go with an independent, locally owned company that cares. Shadler Yesco Distribution Incorporated. Visit them at SYDIST.com. Come experience the difference.
The Penn State Coaches Caravan is currently on the road and made a stop in Hazleton today, visiting with alumni, friends, and fans. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich was there and has more.
Coaches from all genres of sports converged at Penn State Hazleton this morning for the annual Coaches Caravan. The event is jointly sponsored by the Penn State Alumni Association and the Nittany Lion Club. The university currently has 31 sport athletic programs. Today, head football coach James Franklin, women's basketball coach Coquise Washington, and director of athletics Sandy Barber spoke with the media before today's luncheon. The Penn State Nittany Lions football team defeated Wisconsin in the Big Ten championship game last year and went on to play in the Rose Bowl for the first time since 2008.
We're in a good place. We're headed in a really good direction, and we can get back to kind of really enjoying this and having fun. And I think the other thing is the relationship aspect for us, getting to know a bunch of those lettermen and people in the community, and the relationship aspects. I've talked about this before. At Penn State, I think our strength is our people, and it's a real sense of community, and it's a real sense of family. And I think the consistency that we've had on the staff for so long really helped with that. And then obviously with so much change in such a short period of time, that was a challenge. So I think the longer that I've been here, the longer my staff's been here, been able to kind of get to know some of those guys and build relationships, it makes them more comfortable, I think, coming back I tell them all the time, this is their home, not mine. That I'm in a leadership position, at their home, but that's their football building. Lash is their football building, always will be, and we're starting to see more of that.
Women's basketball coach Coquise Washington talked about the camaraderie between players and the Penn State community as a whole.
I think what I'm most proud of is the journey that our student athletes have, more so when they leave Penn State, and it's that connection. Penn State is a really special place, and the connection that our student athletes have, they have a tremendous experience, but it's almost when you leave Penn State, you appreciate what it means to be a Penn Stater, you appreciate the community, you appreciate the commitment to excellence that you've experienced. And so watching our student athletes live that as they graduate and move on to the next phase of their lives, that's the really special part about being a coach at Penn State.
The caravan rolls into Penn State Harrisburg tomorrow, followed by a stop in Pittsburgh on Wednesday and the Altoona campus on Thursday. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thanks, Julie. Changes are coming to the hiring policy for civil service jobs in Pennsylvania. Governor Tom Wolf recently announcing the Fair Chance Hearing policy. The State Civil Service Commission will eliminate the criminal conviction question from civil service applications starting July 1st. The policy will allow applicants with criminal records to be reviewed on their qualifications, not just on their criminal history. Coming up on Cunningham's News Choice, we celebrate art in West Hazleton. Plus, in Community and You, we learn about Parkinson's and what one local health system is doing to help those battling it. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
It's time to find your copy of the Freeland Progress. Look inside for information on the Pennsylvania Dart Tournament and more. The Freeland Progress is free at locations throughout Freeland, Whitehaven, Blakesley, Berwick, Cunningham, Drums, and the Hazleton area.
The Victoria story's a glorious story, the sweetest that's ever been told. They found they were handy at making fine candy for family and friends to behold. Word spread through the land that Victoria's candies would one day be leading the rest. Now that day is here, for the facts are quite clear that Victoria's candies are best.
When you see news happening in your neighborhood, call WYLN News at 570-459-1869 or email us at news@WYLNTV.com or send us a message on social media through Facebook. WYLN, we're your local network.
Welcome to Community and You. Today we're going to talk about something that I guess millions of people have. We'll find out as soon as we meet Shay Post. Shay is a physical therapist and she is also the coordinator of the Parkinson's Support Group. Hear them? They're all going, what? I just heard that word. At Lehigh Valley Health Network Health and Wellness Center. Shay, first of all, thank you for being here.
And thank you for having me.
And when we talk about Parkinson's, again, so many people say, I know someone, I think I know someone, maybe I do. What is it?
Parkinson's is the second most common progressive neuromuscular disease, second only to Alzheimer's. It's a gradual progression of a loss of nerve cells in the brain, and it really affects balance, coordination of movement, causes tremors, speech difficulty, and so it's not something that is like cancer and is terminal, but it's something that you could live with for many, many years.
Is there because again, you talk about so many different things like that, and even with the tremors, even with the speech, dementia, Parkinson's, any kind of a correlation?
Some patients with Parkinson's do get dementia and others don't. So there's something called Lewy body dementia, and that is something that some Parkinson's patients could have. So, and it also could, the medications that patients take could also, affect their cognitive and thinking skills.
About how many people? Here you go. We'll never know the real answer here. Okay. But how many people would you say are affected in one way or another with Parkinson's?
Currently, there's about 1 million patients diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in the United States right now, and there's about 6 to 7 million across the world. So it's a very common disease, like you say. Usually, a family member or a friend that may have it. So.
And if someone thinks they have Parkinson's, I guess, now obviously you're the physical therapist, so the doctor will suggest, oh, go see Shay, she does wonderful things. She has a great program, a great support group. But do you have a little bit of the background of why a doctor would say it's time to see Shay because this is what you have?
Sure. There's a great study that they just published about 2 years ago, and it's called the Parkinson's Outcome Project, and it included over 8,000 patients with Parkinson's over 4 countries, which is really important because a bigger study allows you to have more confidence in it when it involves more people. And what it showed is that when patients exercise more than 2.5 hours a week, they have their functional abilities will be better, and their loss of mobility will be less over the long run.
Wow. Is there also anything to do with Parkinson's, and now we're hearing so many things about boxing programs, dance programs, even just listening to music?
There are a lot of different therapies out there, and all of them have proven to have benefit. So a lot of times what we look at is something that really addresses what deficits the Parkinson's patients are having. So if the patient with Parkinson's is having a lot of slowness of movement, then they really could benefit from an exercise program like boxing, or like the big program that we do at the Lehigh Valley Health Network Health and Wellness Center called BIG. And what it does is it tries to increase the intensity of movement in the patient, and also the amplitude of movement, because Parkinson's patients are known to take smaller movements. And what the big program does is it helps to increase the amplitude of the movement that they use.
And when does that happen?
The big program? Yeah. So that is a referral that happens when the doctor refers a patient for LSVT BIG for physical therapy, and it is an evidence-based program, and the therapist has to be certified in the program.
So it's different than the support group?
It is different than the support group.
And when does the support group meet?
The support group meets the first Wednesday of every month, and we meet from 1 to 2:30 in the group exercise room in the Health and Wellness Center, and everyone is welcome. We welcome family and caregivers, and it is just a great resource for the Hazleton community because there were no support groups in the area until we started in November. So a lot of the participants have been thankful that we started the group, and they're a great support to each other.
So if someone wanted to find out about the big program, they could go to the support group, and then you would be able to give them the information to take to their doctor?
Sure. Yep, sure. We could do that. The other thing they could do is go through their family doctor, their neurologist, or their movement disorder specialist, and get a prescription for physical therapy. And we have, it's a 4-week program that we do, 4 days a week. It's very intensive, and so it's above what they would normally do for exercise, and that kind of what that's what is so effective about it, is that it's more than what they usually do.
That in itself is important, just getting them to do more than they usually do.
Sure.
Shay Post, thank you so much for joining us. That's absolutely awesome, and the program is free as far as the support group.
Correct.
So you'll want to get in touch with the folks at the Lehigh Valley Network Health and Wellness Center. They can get you in touch with Shay and the physical therapist there, and you can find out more that way about Parkinson's. We'll see you again next time on Community and You.
Are you looking to light up your business? Then you need to visit Shadler Yesco Distribution Incorporated. They're the premier electrical distributor in Scranton, Wilkes-Barre, Poconos, and Hazleton, specializing in extensive electrical lighting, automation, and datacom inventory to meet your contractor, commercial, or industrial needs. Don't go with a national company. Go with an independent, locally owned company that cares. Shadler Yesco Distribution Incorporated. Visit them at SYDIST.com. Come experience the difference.
Whether you're a homeowner renovating your first kitchen or a professional contractor remodeling your 100th kitchen, we're here to work with you every step of the way. We feature Homecrest and Omega cabinets, bathrooms and entertainment cabinets, along with solid surface countertops for Mica and Wilson Art products. We offer affordable installation. All this and more at Morris Kitchens LLC. Appointments welcome. Call 570-825-6956.
And just in on the national level, FBI Director James Comey has been fired, and according to the Trump administration, a search is now on for a replacement. Monday night, it was gallery night in the Hazleton Area School District. Wyln was invited into West Hazleton Elementary Middle School to see what students worked on throughout the school year. All the projects that the students worked on were on display for everyone to see.
Tonight's a night for all of our students throughout the district, and especially here at West Hazleton, to showcase all that they have accomplished this school year. We have projects, we have the performances that they're putting on. Anything within the classes and halls, we're projecting those up, we're displaying those, so all of our students could have the opportunity to show their parents or guardians or their friends or their relatives anything that they accomplished here at our school. Our PTA also is selling refreshments in our cafeteria where they're chancing off some tricky trays. And our goal is to bring parents into our school and have them really involved in the educational process, the instructional portion of what students do. And our teachers, have portfolios of the work that they accomplish, and all that we could do to share with the parents and the guardians so they're aware of what kids do in our school.
The principal was so proud of her students and excited for everyone to see the work.
I'm pretty excited, as May comes around, we have a lot of evening activities and things, but to see what kids accomplish from when they start school till now is just so exciting. You know, we have our positivity program, and I have to give every one of them on camera a wildcat roar for all that they do here at our school, because we're very, very proud of each and every one of them.
Gotta love that roar. And congratulations to all the students for working hard and showing off their work Monday night. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
The Victoria story's a glorious story, the sweetest that's ever been told. They found they were handy at making fine candy for family and friends to behold. Word spread through the land that Victoria's candies would one day be leading the rest. Now that day is here, for the facts are quite clear that Victoria's candies are best.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.